joining me for your August 2018 Astro Tarot reading. I am shuffling the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Krans again, and I was drawn to use it again for the month. Next month I'll be incorporating a new deck into the forecast. So it's eclipse season and Mercury retrograde, your ruling planet. How's everybody doing? I've already had my meltdown for the month, or starting in, I think it was Libra's forecast. So I'm just keeping it real, and I'm not editing these videos, so it is me, it is what you get. I like to be as honest as I can. It's a rough, turbulent kind of roller coastery eclipse season. I am offering a special for the eclipses. I've been busy in readings because I know it creates a lot of anxiety in people. So what I'm doing is from the 12th of July through the 27th, that eclipse period, if you purchase a 60-minute Astro Tarot reading with me, you'll receive a free additional 10-minute reading to either apply to the end of that session or to use any time throughout the year to check in. So that's the special that I'm offering. And let's get to the transits. On the 6th of August, Venus enters Libra. So she's comfortably stationed in that sign. It's one of the signs she governs next to Taurus. So your romance sector, Gemmy, is lit up. Venus in Gemini is attracting, Venus in Libra is attracting love to Gemini and romance. And there's a balance and a harmony to your creative projects when August comes around. And also the connection with your children. There's a harmony here and how you are parenting. Ooh, I'm getting a little touch on my cheek. Okay, so I'll continue. So when Venus enters the 5th house, there's a smoothing over of all things you've been working on in creative endeavors, and maybe even your limelight if you're a performer or someone who presents themselves in an artistry or an artist fashion. This is where you'll shine. Venus has a little glow to her. So you're attracting the right people for projects as well. On the 11th, we have our new moon partial solar eclipse at 11 degrees of Leo, and this is the 3rd eclipse we receive, and normally they come in pairs. So we had 2 in July, and we would typically have 2 in August, or just 4 total. And this is the 3rd lingering new moon eclipse that is, how do I want to say it? There's a culmination of the eclipse that we had last August in Leo, and now this August, and even the energy we received last month in Leo. We're tying it up here, and Gemini is ready to express themselves. Preach! Because this new moon partial solar eclipse is in your 3rd house of communications, of self-expression, writing, journalism, publications, local travel, transportation, the neighborhoods, siblings, who you're connecting with that's around you in your circle. And you could be eclipsed in a new mode of transportation. Let's hope not. Goodness. Only so much we can take in eclipse season than to come out of pocket for a new whip. This could see you wanting, though, to get moving and locally investigate your scene. Now, your ruling planet is retrograde the first 19 days of August, Gemmy. So it's not that on the eclipse you should start action on all of your endeavors. It's a 6-month process when you're eclipsed here. And with Mercury retrograde, just assess, revise, review, and rewrite the life path. But don't press play or sign documents or publish things until after the 19th, because Mercury will be direct on the 19th at 11 degrees of Leo, that same area where we are eclipsed. Mercury's retrograding in your communication sector. So this is a little bit of a tongue twister for Gemini and Gemini rising. And please watch your ascendant and your moon sign for a full cosmic dose. So with your ruling planet retrograde in the sector of how you express yourself, Gemini is a little bit thwarted here, but you can still get work done behind the scenes. Just don't let your bosses know, or if you work for yourself, don't publish every thought you're thinking. Write it down first, reread it, rewrite it, and then make sure it's accurate moving forward from the 19th on. And expect some glitchiness with the vehicle too while Mercury is retrograde here. Or just how you get around. There's roadblocks in the neighborhood. Yeah, there's construction, there's orange cones galore. On the 23rd, the sun enters Virgo in the 4th house of home and environment. So Gemini is comfortably placed in their dwelling or the area that they're rooted in. Maybe it's the home they were born in, or returning home to that, or creating their own space in their 4th house environment, making it more efficient, and even decorating and all sorts of decor could come into the home at this time. Rearranging the home, if you don't have the money to do that, just moving some things around and getting the feng shui up to date could be appealing. On the 26th, we have our full moon at 3 degrees of Pisces, bringing closure to the 10th house of authority, to a career, closing the door on a facet in which you hold your status. So maybe you're leaving a position, maybe some Gemmies are retiring, or you are paid out to leave. There could be a win-win here. And for those of you who aren't ready to end the position, some of your bosses are getting out of the picture. There could be a reorg or a repositioning of who you report to when we see closure in the 10th house. For any of you with ailing fathers, this is the time where, really ailing, sick parent, there is a release in the 10th house, and that is the paternal area. And my heart goes out to anybody dealing with that. I know what that's like, and I don't wish that on anybody, not even an enemy. So tend to the last couple of days with grace, and when someone closes the door on you, if it's a job, walk away gracefully. Show them how to be, is the message. On the 27th, Mars goes direct at the very end of Capricorn, 28 degrees. And he'll remain in Capricorn until the 10th of September. And then he'll move back into Aquarius, where he was since May, in the 9th house. And he'll remain there through November 26th. So travel, 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 foreign travel, education, certifications, learning and development. When Mars is direct in the 9th house, that is when you want to get moving and explore foreign territories, and you're driven to explore. So you have the itch, Gemmy, to do one of the things you do best, which is pack light. Pack light and travel. So this could be the time where you're planning trips, and now that Mercury's direct, full speed ahead. Let's see what's here in the tarot for you. And again, if you'd like to read with me privately, I'm at audreyalison.com. If you want to get in on the special, select the 60-minute reading option. It's an Astro Tarot reading, and you'll receive an extra 10 minutes. Okay, here are your cards, Gemmy, for the month of August. The Sun of Pentacles, the Page of Coins, or the Princess of Coins. Protection and the protector of your health and wealth. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Say it again. The protector of your health and wealth. There's also a message, or you're on the receiving end of some test results as well. Health and wellness coming in for Gemmy. Of course, this card's come out a lot. You know why? It's the Mercury retrograde. I'm saying Revise, review, rewrite, realign your path. The Four of Swords is the card of rest and relaxation, recuperation, remaining still and not taking direct action to prove something. There's no fire in that card. You need to stay where you are and make it through 4 weeks. It could be a 4-week card. And the retrograde's 3 out of those 4 weeks. So you might be reevaluating all things money, career, health, and wellness. What else is here for Gemmy? 4 of Wands. There's some creative competition around Gemini. What else is new? If I had a $10 bill for everyone who says I've inspired them, but they basically just rip off my entire concept, I'd have a mortgage payment. 5 of Wands is saying, listen, you're inspiring people, okay? But there's a fine line between being their inspiration and having you get your feathers ruffled and come at them because maybe they're taking a little too much inspiration from you, Gemmy. Wow. So I'm laughing because I'm hearing a whole bunch and I'm getting my own messages in this reading. It's kind of amazing. Don't worry, and I know it's so hard for a Gemmy not to do. You're ridden with nervous energy because you can do a million things at once. Not everyone can. Keep that in mind as your competitors try to accomplish what you get done in a mere week. Not everyone can do what you do, and you might have 5 irons in the fire up in the air at once right now. You know it. You know this is true. Let's see what else is here. 2 of Swords. I just laugh now at the tarot. I just laugh. The 2 of Swords and that sun right in the middle. So in the eclipse, boom, someone might come head to head. Oh, you see that sun and then above it is the number 2. It looks like a little bit like an 11. The eclipse on the 11th with the sun. You might come head to head with somebody, an opponent. An opponent for Gemini. Watch what you're saying on that eclipse and to whom. There's so many people that want to know what's going on is what I'm getting. With the swords, they want knowledge. They need to know. The mind needs to know. We are filled with knowingness constantly. And a dear, dear, dear treasured friend / guru of mine reminds me of this all of the time. The mind wants to know, Audrey. So that's why people are trying to do what you do. They're not getting enough data out of you. They're trying to mimic you now. That's interesting because this is a card of creative repeat. Someone's trying to, and there's stress around this because there's a hustle and bustle and it's creative energy, and Gemini doesn't like that. Gemini gets annoyed because Gemini is the individual and they're twin. So the flip side is, don't copy me. I already have a blueprint of myself. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I'm gonna cry. I'm getting so emotional. The sun, you're gonna be fine. Success is at hand. Warmth, happiness, fulfillment, and I know I said happiness, but I'm overwhelmed with happy emotion right now. In the season of summer, try as hard as you can not to let the energies around you bother you. Have tunnel vision and aim for the sun in that tunnel, okay? Don't look here and don't look here. Look right there. And continue on your path. After you've rested, you need some rest, Gemmy. You're burning the candle at both ends and you're up in arms. You really can get combative with this card too. So people don't want to get on the wrong side of the Gemini. I don't know how many times I need to say that. The Gemini's who you want on your team when you're in battle, and an Aries. And maybe a Scorpio, because they're not physical so much, but they'll cut someone open with their mouth. So will a Gemini. There's something aggressive about this, and we're in that time where you want to protect what is yours. Protect the wealth. And then here you see all of, people coming up with their own combativeness or ripping off ideas is what I got originally from this. So just know your vision is the sun, honey, and keep it moving. I love you. I'm wishing you a beautiful month. And remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.